Welcome. My task in this session is to explain to you how the design and technology curriculum works for focus education and is part of the Learning Challenge curriculum. It is also available away from the National Learning Challenge curriculum and can be purchased separately. Let me explain to you what it is. First of all, I'll just share the screen so that it's clear for us all exactly what we're actually aiming to do. Okay. If I can just shift to the full screen, there we are. Okay. So first of all, we work in a way very similar to the Learning Challenge, History, Geography and Science, and indeed the art curriculum by bringing in the link it, research it, design it, resource it, make it, and evaluate it style of actual learning. This is actually the case for each of the units that you're about to see. We first of all have a progression map which runs through from early years right through to year 6 for designing, making, evaluating, technical knowledge, and finally food technology. They are there for each of the year groups, as you can see, as I run them through for you, right through to year 6. We then actually focus very much on what I've just described as that link it, evaluate it, link it, evaluate, design it rather, research it, resource it, make it and evaluate it in the way that I actually explained right at the very beginning. Following that process through, we also have some exemplars of what books in design and technology should look like, with an example there of food technology with children in year 6 developing a meal that reflected the culture and climate of a different country. In this case, it happens to be Mexico, and the children have actually ended up making fajitas. So let's have a look at each of the activities. In early years, there is a suggestion using a kind of food technology, autumn, spring, and summer, although it can be changed, obviously, accordingly. And what we've been looking at in year 1 is in year 2 is something similar. You'll notice one of the terms focuses on textiles, another one on mechanisms, and another one on structure. And that is the same for year 3 and 4, and for 5 and 6. So planning then, here is a plan for an early years one. We use the questioning, what do I know? How do I know if it's safe to cross the bridge? They've actually been, not surprisingly, been reading Billy Goat's Gruff, okay? And there is the kind of the outline for us with a following explaining exactly how that link it, research it, design it, resource it, make it, and evaluate it looks like in the context of this particular unit of learning. This is exactly the same for every single unit across the stage. So whether it's year 6, whether it's year 2, whether it's in this case the early years, we try and keep to that link it, research it, design it, resource it, make it, and evaluate it process all the way through. Here today, I've got an example for you of a food technology for year 2, where they're making a pizza, okay? And they will actually follow that process again in the making. Another example here is one on the mechanism, where they're making a Roman weapon using a lever system that propels a marble at least 1 meter, okay? And again, the process of making, or the process the children will follow, is outlined for you here. Similarly, I put a textile example in for you for year 5, where they're actually making a fabric applique system, okay, linked to the work they're doing with Anglo-Saxons, as it so happens, looking at the Bayeux tapestry and using that as a basis for their own work in using applique for the first time. At the very end, we have some examples here for you of exactly what the outcome of their work might look like. And indeed, this one shows you what they like about their design. This is the evaluation stage, obviously, of the design. and what they would change if they would do it again. And the second appendix here shows exactly if you're doing something like a tasting survey, as was done with one of the food technologies there, their comments on the taste and what they would look, what they think about the appearance and the presentation and so forth within that. Now, that is a very, very brief outline for you of what the DT curriculum does. Please get onto the Learning Challenge website if you want to see some more examples within this and an example how it works, or talk to somebody in our office and they would be more than pleased to help you. I hope this is successful for you. All the best. Thank you very much for listening. Take care. Thank you.